everyone! So this video is going to be my experience and my different tips and tricks on how you can actually earn extra money right in your own home, or at least in your area. So if you are new to my channel, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And if you do end up enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. So I am asked all the time what it is that I do for a living, because I do work from home. Now, a lot of people just assume that YouTube is my career, but it's not. I have a bunch of different avenues that I actually am head deep in. I do have one main job, but I do have a lot of other little avenues that I like to venture off into to try and make that extra cash. I don't feel like anyone can ever have enough cash, so I do like to venture off into other ways. So to go over what it is that I do in case people are interested or are qualified to do it as well, which I was not qualified. I just landed the job as a blessing. But what I basically do is I work in SEO and SMO. I work in social media, I do blogging for clients, I do a bunch of different things when it comes to like website work. So that is pretty much what I do from home. But like I said, I do have other little avenues that I like to jump into. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you my ways that I have found to just earn some extra cash on the side. Now, I do want to put a disclaimer out there that none of these ways are going to make you a millionaire. None of these ways are going to make it to where you can just quit your job today and just go do these things and you don't have to worry about having a job. I would say start out on any of these doing it as a hobby. Any of these things, just make it as a hobby, get some extra cash. Also, I just wanted to mention that these tips that I'm going to be giving you guys, or these life hacks, what do you want to call them? These ways of earning extra money online, they're pretty personal to me. They're ways that I have done it. I did not want to sit here and make a video, search online, how can you earn extra money online? I wanted to give you ways that I have done it. I know that they are real. I know that they happen. So these might be a little bit different than what you've heard, or a little bit kind of personal to me, but these work, so definitely check them out. Anyway, here are the different things that I have used to earn extra cash. Okay, so the first thing is pretty obvious, and that is just selling your stuff. And I know that's really obvious to you guys, but I feel like a lot of people don't know all the different apps you can use. I highly recommend go into your app store and type in either Poshmark, eBay, type in ThreadUp. There's a bunch of different apps that you can actually use to sell your stuff, and I recommend selling them on all of the platforms. If there's something you want to get money for, there's a lot of old cameras that I've had that I have sold, because just having them lie around, you're just collecting dust and you're not able to get the money back that the actual device itself or clothing item itself really deserves. So I highly recommend selling your old goods, selling your old phone if you upgrade to a new phone. I recommend selling all of those things. Your clothing items, a lot of people spend a lot of money on clothing. They wear it maybe once or twice and then they never wear it again. So definitely sell your old stuff. But the reason why I want to bring this up is because these are the apps that I have found I have had the best luck shopping on as well as selling on. The top apps to me are eBay, Mercari or Mercury, it's M-E-R-C-A-R-I, as well as Poshmark, ThreadUp, there is Let Go if you want to sell within your area, Craigslist. Those are all the different apps that I have used and I can attest for. I feel like those are the top 3 sites that I use the most, so I definitely recommend sell your old stuff. And that's not just clothing. If there is like little trinkets here and there that you may have collected, or anything that you feel like is trash to you may actually be treasure to someone else. People may be looking for the things that you just have sitting in the corner. So I highly recommend list anything that you have. If you collect anything that you just want to get rid of, definitely get those things together and list them on every single selling app that there is. There's a bunch of different options on where you can sell your items. Now, I said that first because that's probably my #1 favorite way to make money, because I'm not only decluttering my house, but I'm also making money on top of it. So with those, I wanted to also mention Etsy. A lot of people overlook Etsy because they feel like they aren't good enough to make something. They don't really know what they can sell on there. Etsy is not only for selling crafts, you can also sell vintage items on there. So if you're anything like me, I love vintage jewelry. It's my favorite. It's pretty much what I wear 90% of the time. I love vintage jewelry. So I have found a lot of pieces on Etsy that are vintage. The prices and fees I feel are a little bit higher on there, but it's definitely worth it because the market is a lot larger, just like eBay. There's a lot of people searching on Etsy, so you have a really good chance of actually selling your item on there. So I definitely wanted to recommend Etsy. There are a lot of people who I have seen on Instagram who are really good at scrapbooking, who are really good at doing like planner designs, who are good at calligraphy, who are good at so many different things. And if you look on Etsy, people are selling those things. People are selling things that you may be like, oh, nobody would want that, but guess what? People do. So I definitely recommend do your research on Etsy and see what people are selling and see if anyone's actually interested in buying those sorts of things. I know when I was getting married, I wanted a Snapchat little border that said our wedding date and everything on it, and I wanted a filter, that's what I wanted to say. And there were people on Etsy selling their designs, which I thought was awesome because there's really not a lot they had to do. They just had to create a filter. So they just pretty much drew it up themselves, didn't take a lot of time, and then they sold them on Etsy, which I thought was awesome. So it really doesn't take a ton of work. You can do it from home. I personally have a friend who I actually shared their items on my YouTube channel. I'll link them down below. But they started a shop that they just weren't expecting a lot from it. They have blown up. They have huge companies buying from their shop. So I highly recommend take a look at Etsy. You really don't know where it can take you. The next thing I wanted to mention is actually eBay. So if you guys shop online, we're talking about eBay, we're talking about all these different places that you're selling, but if you're actually shopping as well, even on Target, Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, anywhere, if you're shopping online, highly recommend using Ebates. Ebates is actually a website that they give you like rebates back. So if I shopped on Target.com, there's actually a link you would click on that's specifically from Ebates. You would go into Ebates, click on Target.com, and it sends you through a link, and it will tell you how much percentages off you'll get with the type of items you buy. A lot of stores will have like just one main percent off, but some stores in their electronics department, you get 5% off. In their clothing department, you get 1% off. So it really just depends what you buy, but you can get percentages off. I know when I shop during the holidays, I strictly shop online because I can get all of those rebates back. I don't want to go into too much detail on each specific site, so definitely check out ebates.com. I will have the link down below, so definitely check out Ebates if you are one to shop online. So the next website that I have personally used that I wanted to tell you guys about is Opinion Outpost. I know you guys have probably heard about it before, and if you have not, you are welcome. This is a treat for you. So Opinion Outpost is basically a place where you sign up. They ask you a ton of questions about who you are. They want to be able to make these different surveys based off of who you are. They don't want to ask you questions that you're a little bit biased on. So they generate these surveys, they send them to you via email. I think there's like a marketplace you can go on. I used to be lazy and just click on the email and do it that way, but they generate these surveys for you to take. And so basically what it is that, let's say we'll use Coca-Cola as the topic. Coca-Cola wants to know what is working for them. I mean, every brand wants to have an outreach program. They want to know what is working for their customers, their buyers, people who are looking to drink Coca-Cola. So basically what they do is they make surveys. They want Opinion Outpost, hey, we're gonna give you this survey. We want to know what people want, what they're enjoying, what do they like about our service? Is there anything else we can do? And there are comment boxes that you can actually type out comments, and it does go to the brand themselves. So they're reading this, they're seeing what you're saying. So basically they'll ask, you know, are the prices right? Is the taste right? They ask different types of questions, wanting to know you as the consumer or you as a potential consumer, what you want. What can they do? Every brand wants to grow and they want to get bigger and they want to know what their people want to have. So that's pretty much what these surveys are. And so you can actually earn money by taking surveys because it does take a little bit of time. It's not something that you can just like jump on and have done within like a minute. It does take a little bit of time. Some surveys are longer, some are shorter. Really just depends on the brand. But you do want to also take your time because you want to give them honest feedback. Anyways, that's definitely a really good way to earn extra money. Now you can actually earn money via PayPal direct deposit, or you can earn the money through Amazon gift cards, iTunes gift cards. I feel like you get a little bit more of an incentive when you get a gift card, which I don't know about you, I shop on Amazon all the time. So to get an Amazon gift card, it's like having cash. Like I'm still able to use that money on top of my Amazon purchase. So it's kind of like getting cash anyway, or it's like getting a coupon. I don't know, it's saving money. That's all I care about. So that is a way that I've actually earned money online. I have known about Opinion Outpost since probably high school. I think my favorite thing about that site too is that they're very reputable. They're very well known. They're not going to send you any scams. Like they're not here to scam you. There's so many websites that I'm like, are they scamming me? They're asking me a lot of questions about myself and I'm kind of nervous answering them. That's not who they are. They're very reputable. They're very well known. And what's super cool, which I always have to throw out there anytime I interact with a brand, their customer service and or their like person who you get to talk to, representative, I don't know what to call them, is extremely nice. And anytime a company has a really nice representative, I'm all about them. Now, on top of all of that awesomeness, another cool thing about the website is every quarter you get to be placed into a drawing for $10,000. So if like your Amazon gift cards, iTunes gift cards, all of those aren't enough, just know that as you're taking surveys, every quarter you are eligible you're eligible to actually win $10,000, which I'm sorry, I would love $10,000. So anyway, yes, Opinion Outpost is something that I have used in the past. Yes, I can attest for it. Yes, it works. Yes, it's legit. Check it out. Just check it out and you are welcome. So the next thing, like I said at the beginning of this video, how they're a little bit personal to me, the next thing I want to mention is extra work. Now, I know that this is not how you earn money at home, which is mainly what this video is about. But I had to throw this in there because I know so many people ask me so many questions about where to start when it comes to acting, how they can make extra money. Do I make money? Have I made money in the past? Yes, I have made a lot of money with acting, and yes, I made a lot of money just doing extra work. So yes, the next thing I wanted to tell you guys, if you guys do not mind going in your local area, is to do extra work. You can find extra work on tons of different websites. They have a ton in the area. If you Google like extra work in, you know, Pittsburgh, wherever you live, you can find different websites that actually have that listed. You can find it in your newspaper, which nobody reads anymore. You can find it in a bunch of different ways. Facebook shares it a lot. Definitely do your research and find out where you can get extra work. Extra work will usually be anywhere between 12 to 14 hours, depending if you are doing a union job. Because if you're doing a union job, the union workers can only work X amount of hours before they have to like throw a fit. So that being said, it really just kind of depends. You can work all the way up to 16 hours in a row, like all together, like from AM to PM plus another AM. So anyway, it's a lot of fun. It's really nice to be able to get out there. No, they don't just strictly look for people who are trying to become like a huge actor. They look for anyone, just a face. You got a face, that's all they need. Yeah, like definitely check out different extra work. I know it's, again, not working from home, but I had to throw this in the video because I just get so many questions on my acting career, what I have done, and so many things like that, and just where you can start out is doing extra work. So just Google it, figure it out, go for it. Next thing, maybe again a little bit biased, I love babysitting and I love dog sitting or dog walking. So I have a friend who's been one of my best friends forever. She pretty much has her own career going, literally babysitting / dog walking, dog sitting. She just takes care, if someone needs like someone to just take care of their kids, their dogs, their house, their gardening, anything like that, she does it. And she makes a decent living doing it. So I would say if you just like need a little bit extra cash, maybe you're gonna be off on Wednesdays, maybe see if there's anyone who you can reach out to and be like, hey, I would love to watch your child on Wednesdays. I would love to watch your dogs. You need someone to let them out, take them for a walk, take them to go to the bathroom. I'm off on Wednesdays, I would love to do it. And I know that that may be a little bit strange to some people, but honestly, like for me, I needed someone to watch my dogs when we were on our honeymoon, and that was the biggest headache in the world because nobody would watch them. I couldn't find anyone. But if someone were to reach out to me and say, hey, you know, if you ever need someone to watch your dogs, I got you. I would love to do that. I would love to know that they were in the hands, like actually in the care of someone who I knew and someone who could send me photos of them 24/7. Like that's what I wanted, and that's pretty much what I got. My neighbors ended up doing that for me. So that's just something that I personally was looking for. And so it really will help out if you are willing to open your home up, or maybe they live across the street, go over there, let the dogs out. They'll usually pay you a little bit of cash here and there depending on how rich they are. And you can just make some money that way. And it really does add up. And maybe there's multiple days you can do it. I used to only work 2 days a week for a while, and I could have used those other 3 days to dog sit, babysit. I did babysit. But there's just so many different ways that you can actually earn money. And first start with people you know. Daycare is so expensive. Ask anyone who has a child. So if you do have any days off, reach out. See if there's anyone who has a child you can babysit that day. So just reach out and see what you can do to help. So the next thing I want to mention is blogging / YouTube. I feel like a lot of people are probably watching this video mainly to see if I bring this up. Yes, surprise, surprise, you can make money on YouTube. Yes, you make money blogging. Now, let me throw this out there. I am the biggest example. Just because you whip out your camera, you sit in front of the camera, you upload videos, you make all this content, does not mean that you're gonna become a success overnight. It takes a long time to become a success, and it takes a certain amount of work. I personally have been doing YouTube for over 10 years now. And that being said, no, I was not consistent. No, I didn't upload all the time. I would go months without uploading a video. And yes, that makes a huge Huge difference. So it does take a long time to actually become a successful or make money on YouTube, which is what a lot of people try and use YouTube for. This is in no way, shape, or form saying use YouTube to make money, but this is a way of saying, yes, this is a way that I have made money. Yes, this is a way that I've been able to add to my income monthly. So that being said, YouTube and blogging. Basically, the whole roundabout with both of them and how you make money doing both of them is sponsorships, which sponsorships will come way later. If you're just starting, don't even worry about sponsorships yet. Like, those are gonna come way later. The main thing that you're going to get paid for is from AdSense. And what AdSense is it's a Google program, and what you do is you use it for blogging. You would put an ad on your website, anywhere in the blog itself, somewhere on the website, to get people to click on it. Every time someone clicks on it, you get X amount of money. Every time someone like actually sees it and views it, like as they're browsing your website, you get X amount of money. So it's really not a lot. It's like 10 cents a click. So like you really need people to like click all over it, and it has to be different IP addresses, it has to be different times of day. You can't ask your friend to sit there and click on the ad. That's just, it's not gonna work that way. So yes, that's pretty much how you earn the money on both YouTube and on any blogging website. You just use Google Ads. Anytime you see like an ad down here at the bottom of the video, that's Google putting that there. That's not like the YouTuber putting that there. Google's putting that there and then paying the YouTuber for putting their ad on your content. Every brand pays a little bit differently. So maybe this brand, they see a really popular video, they're gonna shoot that ad onto their video and they're gonna pay a little bit more because they know they'll get more exposure. You really don't have any say. You just kind of get paid whatever unless you're with a network. So yes, you can make extra money doing YouTube, doing blogging, but please, you guys, do not do it for that reason. This is a completely different video, this is a completely different topic, but if you're wanting to start YouTube, please do not do it for the money. You will not get paid enough. You cannot quit your job today and strictly do YouTube like right now, maybe years from now, but not right now. So please do not take this as a way of me saying, yes, start YouTube so you can make money, because honestly, you won't make it very far if you start YouTube strictly for that reason. Do it because you love it. Same thing with blogging. Do it because you love it. So the next thing is Ibotta. It's another thing that's just like Ebates. Ibotta is actually where when you go shopping, when you go to Publix and you buy bananas, you buy strawberries, you buy certain things, Ibotta actually has like every single, I don't know if it generates like weekly, daily, or how it generates it, but every so often it will generate, if you buy these items, we'll give you money back. When I come home from Publix, I check out if I buy any of these items, so bananas, whatever, or sometimes it'll have like crackers or this and that. And so I'll check and see, did I buy this thing? And it will save you money. But it is an extra way. If you're already shopping anyway, you might as well save that money. There's someone walking their dogs right in front. He is taking a crap on the sidewalk. It's pretty much like the same thing as Ebates. It's just another way to get a little bit extra money in your pocket. Okay, the next thing kind of goes with like the babysitting, and that is tutoring. You can actually tutor online. There's different websites. Again, do your own research. There are different websites that you can go to where you can tutor someone. You can tutor them via like Skype, via FaceTime, via just chat it up with them. You can give tutor services, ask people to come to your home. You can go to their home. There are different ways that you can tutor. If you're really good at math, go tutor someone. See if you can go tutor like a 4th grader, you know? Like, it doesn't really require you to be a brain scientist. Just be good at what you do and reach out to people who may need a tutor. Okay, so this is something that's pretty specific to me. I actually am a freelance writer as well. I do blogging for my clients, and I also do freelance writing. And actually with freelance writing, you get paid pretty decent money. So yeah, that's something that I highly recommend doing, checking out, seeing if you can find any of those websites where you can do freelance writing. It's a really awesome way to make extra money. It's very saturated though, so you have to be careful, and you have to really love writing and be fairly good at it in order to make any money, because it is very saturated. It is one of the avenues that a lot of people are trying to go down to make that money, but it's a way to do it. And the last and final thing, you guys, I know this was a long video, I'm sorry. I tried rushing at the end if you couldn't tell, but the last and final thing I wanted to mention was stock photography. If you are really into photography, or maybe if you're even starting out, I highly recommend finding websites. They have them. The reason why I'm not telling you these websites is because I have personally used them, but I don't really want to tell you guys just use this website. So just Google it. It's there, I promise. But basically you can sell some stock photos. So if you took this awesome photo of your dog, there are so many different websites that will actually pay you to buy that photo so that they could then use it for commercial purposes. Now you do need to be made aware that if you're gonna sell your stock photo, there's different websites. They're either gonna pay you one fee to put it on their website and they can, whoever wants it can have it, or they're gonna pay you every single time someone wants to download it. It really just depends. Now also, if someone's going to buy stock photography, chances are they're going to want to buy it for commercial purposes. And what that means is that they're gonna take this photo. I work for Coca-Cola. I see this awesome photo of your dog. I want to use that photo to put in blogging. I want to use it for my social posts. I want to use it for my, maybe even my campaign. I want to maybe have it in my next commercial. If that's the case, those are commercial purposes because I'm now generating revenue off of it. I'm making money off of your photo. So you need to make sure that you have your attribution set properly. Do you want them to be able to use it for commercial purposes? Do you want them to, you know, pay one time or pay every time it's downloaded? You have to keep all of this in mind, but it is an awesome way for you then to become a popular photographer, to become bigger, to get your name known if you sell your stock photography. There are websites where you can say, they can use my photo, but they have to attribute me. They have to put who the photo is by. So if any of these different avenues interest you, I highly recommend just do your research. Find the sites that you're looking for. Find the sites that offer this type of work. Find it. I promise you it is there and it's really not that hard to find. So those are my tips and tricks on how you can make just some extra cash on the side, working from home, working somewhere in your area. I really hope you guys found some of these helpful. If any of them are, or if you guys are personally using any, please leave a comment down below. If I've missed anything, leave comments, you guys. Check the comments. See what other people are doing to actually make money. These are just my tips. These are what I have personally done and ways that I really enjoy making that extra cash. No, I'm not going to become a millionaire in any of these avenues, but it's nice to make that extra cash to use on the weekend, buy myself a new outfit. It's nice to have it. So anyways, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed the video, again, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I also am on all of your favorite social media networks, so I will have them listed down below, and I will see all of you guys in my next video. Take care, everyone.